Hello, my name's Adrian Evans and this is my garden. I remember really well all those grass and turf management lectures I used to do when I was at college. Turf and grass can get damaged over winter. It's quite a rough time for it, so spring really is the best time to come and repair it. With a few simple guidelines, following a few simple rules, it's really easy to get these damaged areas repaired and the grass growing really nicely again. So when it comes to the soil, what we've got here is a soil that's got all the nutrients that are required and it's got the correct amount of lime in it. We're also looking for a soil which is firm but also free draining to allow that water to escape down through the soil profile. So this soil also contains peat nuggets which are going to hold on to that water and slowly release it to the turf as it starts to grow. It's also got a long-term, long-release fertiliser in it so that it's going to give that nutrition right the way through the first summer of growth. The last thing that's in it, which is really good, is humic acids, and those humic acids are going to give that soil and give those roots a real boost at the start of the season to get it rooted in the ground and to get that grass growing really nicely. So come spring, this is typically what you might find in the garden, a damaged area of turf. First thing to do is with taking the spade is to make nice clean edges around all of that damaged area. And then simply taking the fork, we're just going to cultivate this area, taking out all the grass and all the weeds we possibly can. When all our weeds have been removed, we've got a nice soil surface left here like this, and we're going to add our nice soil and mix it in 1-to-1 with the existing soil that we have here. So just a case of getting it nice and all over the whole area that we need. And you can fill this up a little bit more than the actual grass level. Will go quite nice, like that. And then it's just a case of doing my favourite part. You can either do it with the rake like this to firm it in, that's quite important, or I like to do it like this, as we used to say in England in the chicken dance, and make sure that soil gets nice and firm like that. And then we just prepare again by giving a nice rake over the surface like that. Here we have the seeds, and just by taking a handful, going to give a nice scattering over all of that soil. Again, overlapping a little bit on the existing turf, that's no problem at all. Like that. And then just to give a final firm, get the right level, and a very quick raking. And if you're going to be doing large areas of repair work, then you can use one of these, a roller, and that just nicely firms the soil again. So the most important part about this is getting plenty of water to it. We want those seeds to germinate quickly and start growing strong. Have some patience though, because they will take about 2 to 3 weeks until you start to see those first blades of grass. You can use a watering can, but here I'm going to use this sprinkler to get that water down into the soil. Really nicely wet it up. A very common question I'm often asked is when to make that first cut, and I would recommend when the grass gets to about 5 to 10 centimetres, and we only want to take off on that first cut about a third of the grass. So set the lawnmower to its highest setting, cut the grass once, let it grow again, and then you can set the lawnmower to its normal cutting height and carry on as normal.